All right, people. We are now live. Welcome to the NinjaCast. I don't know. NinjaCast solo. I still don't have a name for it yet. Something sweet for the kids, though. Today we're going to start by watching my friend Jason Park's hometown part. I've watched it in the past, but I don't remember. By the way, guys, in the top right part of the screen, you guys can see the chat room. Feel free to ask me questions. I can answer them if I feel like it. And we're going to see how this goes. Episode 2. Right?
15 minutes.
And they got these ads. I don't got ad block. By the way, speaking of ad block, guys, I usually don't take too much of a stance on this, but ad block hurts YouTube channels. Okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to rant. Y'all ain't going to get me pissed off today. We're just going to hang out and enjoy our time together. So, what's up, Michael Weeze5, Tazzy? By the way, guys, shredcast.com every Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Let's see what's going on here. See, Jason Park, he does do some weird shit. What is this? Trust me here. The part starts off lame. Okay, never. I'm lying. I don't know how he comes up with this shit, though. Because you think, like, a lot of the tricks that I do that are circus tricks, I just saw someone else do them, and I just kind of made my own little change to it. But a lot of the stuff that he does, he's not really copying nobody. And then you think, on top of that, he also has these skills to back it up. Because there's a lot of people out there doing circus tricks right now that can't nollie flip out of a manual. You know what I mean? Because that requires a lot of skill as compared to, like, doing a bunch of wallies on everything. I don't understand this, why the shirt had to come off. Maybe a motivation or something. Yeah, when I go out to LA, the majority of the time I stay at Jason's house or, like, you know, his little apartment. It's pretty dope. He always cooks Spam, which I'm not a big fan of Spam, but I eat it because I don't want to offend him. And then one day, I cooked them a bunch of food. I cooked them a bunch of chicken. We pigged out. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, as far as the circus tricks goes, there's a lot of... What the fuck? Was that? Nollie million inward heel flip? Or fakie, excuse me? And he's still... Oh, Lord. Who's going to do those kind of... Let's rewatch that. Who's going to do that many hard tricks all in a line? Some of these... You get people out here doing these tricks as single tricks, right? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Look, this would be an average person's single trick. Banger. He's doing it in a line, and he's going to end it with blunt flip. Pretty dope. And then that, bro, like, you can't learn that from somebody else. He probably just thought of some weird shit. By the way, he filmed this part in, like, I don't know what it was, 2 weeks or something. He was in Hawaii for... What was that? Don't know. Bunch of spins and flips, if you ask me. Anyways, as far as the skill goes, like I said, a lot of these guys out here doing circus tricks are just doing firecrackers and fucking wall rides. This guy can do all that gay shit, but then he's also gonna, like, implement his own crazy trick. And if you look at shit like that, man, he just did a 360. Show it again, motherfucker. Your boy just did 360 kick flip, 360, 360, 360 kick flip, blunt, front blunt, whatever. Do it again. I think he does another one in here. And then you got him being weird. I'm not gonna say he's not a weird dude. He be getting weird. He does this shit where he acts like a snake all the time, and I don't know what that's about. I don't get it. I don't get this shit where he acts like a snake. Hell yeah. And that's my dog Jason Park, man. That was well worth the watch. Who's gonna 360 hard flip and then manual? You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy. In fact, let's go ahead and watch one more of his parts. What was that one? Friendship part. And you know it would be crazy too because he's consistent. He don't sit there trying to trick all day. Like me, I will sit at a spot for 5 hours trying to trick as long as I don't get tired or pissed. What is this? What, it's supposed to be 3D or something? What are we watching here? Okay, I want to skate that spot. What the hell? And that spot. These are some cool spots. This is Arizona spot. Okay, see, now that's where I draw the line. That wasn't really a hard of a trick. You just jump and fall and jump. That was cool. The fuck? The fuck? Let me watching this shit. I don't know. I've seen stuff like that before. I don't know. Have I ever played him skate? No, the majority of times that I was hanging out with him, he had a really bad ankle injury for about a month. His ankle was injured for about a month, so a lot of the time that I was hanging out with him, he was hurt pretty bad. He was skating, but he wasn't going off like this. You know what I mean? Yo, this school is like a playground for skating, man. That is the shit. I tried to learn this off him. I tried to steal that trick. It is fucking hard to do. I was doing it at Woodward a lot. I could not figure it out. Every time I would do it, it would go into back lip. I would do this. I got that part down. I'm good right there. But then when I get up there, it would go into back lip. And then I would fall on tray flip. And then I'm too fat to go through that little thing. And I can't kick flip. That was cool. Yeah, this is one of the parts where it's like entertaining. You know, you don't get burnt out like, oh shit, the same old tricks over and over again. Because you know, you might get a couple of generic tricks. What? In a Jason Park part. But for the most part, you're going to get like some crazy shit. Like that. He just did a roly-poly onto his back, still landed it. Don't understand it. Don't get it. And a lot of these spots, not a lot of them, but if you look at a lot of these spots, you guys don't know this. This shit's like a block from his house. He'd be skating to these spots. I want to skate there, man. Every time I was there, nobody was down to skate. That what do they call it, Jaquan? That's cool. That is the dopest shit I've ever seen, though. I like circus tricks, but this is the perfect like combination of skill. You know what I mean? Like this is a flamingo. It's hard to do. He catches it just right, and before it's even up there, he's already spinning and flipping. And then he gets it right under his feet right away, and he lands moving. That's dope. That's dope. I'm not gonna ride his dick too hard anymore, but that was dope. And then you got some shit like that going on. What in the fuck is going on here? Yeah, after we watch this, we'll do some question and answer, and then we'll watch another video. But I think it's fun to watch videos with you guys. Plus, we can read the comments, and everybody watching can read your guys' comments. So if you don't have a Ustream account, feel free to get one. What was that? Underflip? Oh, impossible leg flip? Whatever you guys call it. I really want to skate this spot and front nose the whole thing. And, what's his name? Joey Brzezinski already did it, but I don't care if somebody already did it. I didn't do it. And if I didn't do it, I want to do it. You dig? Oh, my back hurts, people. Oh, Lord, help us all. Oh, Lord. Is it my fat face? Somebody said, where's Andy and them? I don't know. You should ask them. Find out where they're at. Because they're not here. If they were here, I'd know where they were. They'd be here. Anyways. So Doug went pro. And I don't know what that means. Him and Cairo both went pro. Don't know what that means, going pro. But I do know they have their own pro deck. And it's weird because you think like, oh, they got their own pro deck, so they're pro. But then it's like, I don't know what that means. Because I kind of have my own deck. I don't consider myself pro. I'm a pro for YouTube. That's what I told a chick that the other day. I'm pro for YouTube, bitch. What were we going to watch? Oh, yeah, Doug. Pro. Yeah, let's watch Doug. And what I'm going to do... what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys what I don't like about Doug.
It's here. A whole new way.
Are you gonna continue with that cake muscle deck with the mustache breaking the scooter? Yes, that deck will be out in a couple weeks. Actually, it should be available to buy on the 1st. I hope. I don't know. But these are available on cakemuscle.com. I know it's backwards on my screen, but it should be forward on your screen. Ninja Lifestyle shirts, people. So, Doug Desell goes pro. And he releases a pro video part. This is what we're watching right now. Good stuff. And you think, like, Doug's been skating a long time. By the way, this is my favorite trick in the entire part. In fact, we're going to watch it again. That's what I do. We're going to watch these videos the way that I watch videos. Sorry if you guys get tired of me going back and forth, but I like to watch the same tricks over and over again. I'm a skate video buff. I'll watch it one more time, in fact. Oh, shit. Might have to expose him. Can we expose him? Oh, that's questionable. I'm out here exposing people. One of the things that was weird about this part, though, as I said earlier, he did not do a nose slide big spin heel flip, which is strange. Usually he does the nose slide big spin heel flip. I like that trick. I like flip in, flip out kind of tricks. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Okay. Oh, no, I'm going to expose him right here. Oh, Lord Jesus, help us all. Sorry, Doug. I gotta flame you. You're pro now. You're a professional skateboarder now. Now I get to talk shit about you like Nija. But aside from that, man, I am really proud of Doug. He's come a long way. By the way, that was I keep forgetting that motherfucker's name. Cody Cepeda? I always want to say Corey. That's him right there. I was here for this trip. Yeah, Doug, man. If you're watching, we're proud of you. That's sick, man. You did it. You did what few are able to do. So, congrats. Not joking. Not joking right now. That's really dope. But you know what is a joke? Is this motherfucker switch heel. Look at this. He does this a lot. Rocket flips. Let me show you. Rocket flips it. I don't like that. And then when he redoes it from the shitty angle, overflips it. Okay, hold on. You guys gotta see what I mean. I hate the overflip. I redo shit when it overflips. I don't know what it is about me. I'm like a perfectionist when it comes to this shit. I'd rather not have the trick count. Look, overflip. I can't stand that. It's like I have like a phobia. You know what I mean? Like when you see a spider and you're like, oh shit. When this shit happens on skate videos, I'm like, oh fuck. What is happening? Who allowed this? Oh man. There you go. Another laser flip manual. Doug Desell is now pro, man. Let's all. Yeah, good job, Doug. We can all find Doug at Amskater on Instagram. Doug Desell. Just search for him. You'll find him. You'll find him. Anyways, guys, let's go to the chat. See what's going on. Yo, bro, I'm pretty sure I know what pro means. It means making a living off skating, basing all your work around skating. Yeah, well, then Doug's been pro for a long time. You know, we've all been living off skating a little bit for at least a few years now. And then for me, I just barely started living off it in April to where I could quit my job. And it's been, like, tough. I'm making money, you know, but I'm not making I'm not making Steve Barra money. I'm not making Costin money. So, what do we got here? We got this guy trying to be funny. Don't see nobody laughing. Sorry. Chris Joslin, Etney's part. Let's check that out. Chris Joslin, Etney's part. Chris Etney's. Somebody asked, are the sweatshirts ever going to be available again? The sweatshirts are still available on Okay, don't go to this website unless you're going to buy a sweatshirt. On blackninjashirts.com. And there's only 2 left. And I want to make more, but what you guys don't know is sweatshirts, all the clothing that I release is like pretty good quality clothing. It's all made from good materials. It's not cheap shit. So when I do the hoodies are Pro Club hoodies. Okay, they're like $35, $30. And if you go to a swap meet, you might find them for 20. That'd be cool. You could probably find them for 20 at a swap meet. But yeah, the hoodies are really expensive, so it's hard for me to really push them out there. And you got to think like I got to pay that money first. So I got to pay for the money to get the hoodies. Then I got to pay for them to get printed on. I got to pay for the screen and the colors, and I got to pay for the labor, which my homeboy does it all. My buddy does it at ODCFX. You can search him. Actually, I just posted a Instagram of him doing a air in the pool. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's really risky for me to sell sweatshirts when there's not necessarily a big demand to buy them. You know what I mean? I know the winter's coming up and you guys want sweatshirts, but my first run of sweatshirts, I only made like 10. So you think like I made 10, I'm wearing one, I gave a couple to friends, I gave a couple to like, you know, some people. I only sold like 4 sweatshirts. So it's hard for me to continue selling a product that's not going to sell, that's also costs so much. Whereas you think like skateboards cost a fuckload to make. You know, right now I'm about to drop $1,200 on my next batch of skateboards, but I know they're gonna sell. You know, there's no question, are these skateboards gonna sell? They got cool designs. These new ones are gonna be really, really good quality. The last ones were good quality, but these ones are gonna be great quality. Anyways, Etnies proudly present. I just made up a word. Etnies proudly welcomes Chris Joslin. Let's check that out. 6 minutes. Here we go. What do you think of shaped skateboards being popular? Shaped skateboard is one of them things where it's just a way for someone to stand out. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I feel like a shaped skateboard limits you more than it makes you do anything. And when I skate, I want to be at my most efficient. I'm going to watch this on mute. When I'm riding a skateboard, I want to ride the most efficient skateboard possible. So I ride my favorite, width, which for me it's 775. For most of you guys, it's 8825. And then these shaped boards are going to change the dynamics of a nose slide. They're going to change the dynamics of a nollie flip. And it just gets weird. And I know why people do it. They do it to stand out and be different, which is cool, man. We talked about this last week. It's cool. You want to stand out and be different. But why sacrifice skill for being different? You know what I mean? Which, I mean, I kind of do it too. I got these green laces. I guess that's sort of my way of sticking out. But the green laces don't hold me back. In fact, they're ultra fat laces and they never rip. So it's different. There's 2 ways to say it. Because somebody can say, well, you do some weird shit too. Yeah, I do some weird shit. But me wearing green laces would never hold me back landing a trick. If anything, it helps me because my laces never rip. But then you got these weird shaped boards that have like pointed noses and weird fish-shaped tails. There's a reason skateboarding evolved out of that shit. It's because it's not necessarily efficient. You want to skate a pool with that shit? Good. Go for it. I see people doing it all the time. But that's my thoughts on that. You know what I mean? That's my thoughts. Hey, it's just an opinion. I got a pretty strong opinion about a lot of this shit. You know who this guy remind me of right now is I don't know which one. I always get him confused, but Desell. It might just be that he's wearing a backwards hat and he lands really square, but he remind me of Desell, and he does these nose blunts too. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that? Chris Skate says, check your inbox on Instagram. I probably will not be doing that. I know it sounds kind of like gay, but I do not check my Instagram direct messages because people can fuck your inbox up. If I got it set where you got to approve it, and if you approve it, sometimes they can spam you like 50 messages. So then you have to sit there swiping. My phone's already slow. I don't do DMs unless you look like a hot chick. Okay, you want to send me something? Do it on Facebook. I check Facebook every day. I know you guys are starting to appreciate it because I'm getting, a lot of messages every day, and I respond to everyone unless it's retarded, which, you guys do send some retarded shit here and there. I think this guy did that gnarly back lip. Yep, right there. Gnarly back lip in this part. I love shit like that. And this too, this is crazy. That's my favorite thing that he did, and that he kept going to. I'm gonna rewatch that. Okay, I didn't like that. That was awful. Think about it. He hits the kickflip. Hold on, here we go. Wait for it. Hits the kickflip right away. Boom, catches perfect. Doesn't have no time. One hop. Boom. He's already set up. Tray flips, catches it. He's in there. That's dope. That's probably my favorite thing I've seen so far in this part. And then he kept going. A lot of people were hating on oh shit, almost knocked something off my desk. Somebody did a trick on the Metro channel where they did their line and then they landed like 4 or 5 flat ground tricks, and everyone's like, well, it's not really an 8-trick line. Bro, you want to do 4 flat ground tricks, hauling ass? On top of that, you get this weird thing like the pressure's on, like, well, it's a mix. It's a mix between the pressure's on and the pressure's off. Because you landed your first 3 tricks, your line's over. So now you're just going for it. But at the same time, it's like, well, what if I land like some really hard shit? And I was in that position once. One day I was doing this line at Lone Mountain. It's a spot. It's a 2-stair and then a ledge. You guys have seen it in a couple of my videos. Where I did that's dope, alley-oop tray flip. I did a front shove and then kickflip crook. And I was like, okay, cool. Landed my line. Start to relax. And I was like, you know what? I should try something really hard. So I did shove it late flip. And it was like, fuck, I just did it. It was a front shove it too. Front shove it late flip. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I got to go for this hard. Just got a Facebook. You guys hear that? Kickflip crook. And the pressure from landing the first trick made me land it. Well, that was crazy, bro. Look how fast this guy was going. Look how fast he was going. Don't slow it down. Here it is. Boom. He is hauling ass. 4190 said, would I do a revive collab for Cake Muscle? We were actually planning on doing something like that in the past, but it didn't really pan out. And it's really no need for it, because you think about it. You think about Andy's fans versus my fans. They're not always the same. I mean, a lot of you guys are in the middle. You know what I mean? If you're watching me now, you probably fall somewhere in the middle where you like us both. You like me for my weird antics and skating, and you like him for his personality and diversity on his channel. But then you think, like, a lot of people that watch his channel would not last a fucking day watching my shit. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be able to do it. And for us to do a collab together, it would almost be like me holding him back. You know what I mean? It would almost be like me holding him back. Because it works both ways. You'd be like, oh, shit, I got all this extra hype because I got a revive behind me. But it's also like, well, I'm also kind of fucking up Andy's thing because I'm over here saying things like I'm fucking up Andy's thing. Which is something that, you know, Andy don't really curse when he's on there. Oh, 513 asking the tough questions. Ninja, what's the youngest girl you've smashed? I couldn't tell you, bro. It was probably, I think I was 17 and probably smashed a 17-year-old. Maybe. Something like that. Something like that. And this dude called him a pedo. Goon B says, do you make hats? No, we thought about making hats, but it came down to this. Shipping a hat can be expensive, and during shipping it can get fucked up, because I like to ship my things in flat rate envelopes. So if I ship it in a box, shipping goes up. I don't like it when shipping goes up, because when shipping goes up for me, it goes up for you. So we think like what I usually tell people to do is when I make hats, I used to wear ninja hats. When I make the ninja hats, I just would go buy a hat at the swap meet. I always wear flat bill snapbacks. And the reason I wear flat bill snapbacks is because when you skate, they shrink. So I don't wear fitteds because they'll shrink. When you got a snapback and it shrinks, you can just take one snap off. I would get that at the swap meet. Then I would go to the mall and have somebody, can't think of what it's called. It's not engrave. It's like they use a sewing machine and put the thing on it. What the fuck is that word called? They stitch it in. God, what is that fucking word? I don't know what it is. But they'll do it. And they do it at places like Lids or like hat shops, and sometimes they even do it at like sports shops. And they also usually do that at the swap meet. I don't know how you're embroider. Thank you. Jesus Christ, fucking! I hate not knowing words. Yeah, they'll embroider it on, and that's usually only like $5-10. So that's what I would do. So that's what I tell you guys to do, rather than you buy it off me and me have to up the price, because if I'm selling it, I gotta up the price, $3-4. You guys can just do it yourself. So if you guys want a Ninja hat, get it. I was gonna sell like Bolo hats and just have a hat that said Bolo, but then I was thinking like I don't want to have to explain that to everybody who I ever meet ever. Cause you guys, I've said it before, I don't hang out with skateboarders. I don't hang out with skating friends. It's very rare. Most of my friends are just drinking buddies and partiers and whatever. Okay, what do you guys want to watch now? Let's watch another video. We'll probably be doing this for another 15 minutes because when I leave here, I got to go visit Justin in jail. My man J Fig. He is still locked up. He's going to be locked up for about looking like 1 to 3. So I'm going to go visit him, say hello, say what's up. And I also got some info I got to give him. Got to give him some phone numbers and some addresses. Favorite beer. Skate Faster says favorite beer. I really don't have a favorite. You know what? I do have a favorite, but what I deal with is like cost versus goodness. And it's like, we'll drink 211s. You guys know we drink 211s. We drink 211s all the time. Because I can get 211s, 8.1, what is it, alcohol by volume? Alcohol percent. APV? ABV. What? It's 8.1. And, for like $1.19. And if I go to a good store, I get it for 99 cents or two for two. Which, if you guys don't know, alcohol here is really cheap. I can go get that. But then it's like, if I got money or if somebody else is paying, I'm drinking Coronas, bro. I'm drinking Dos Equis. I'm drinking whatever. And I've said it before, guys. I don't drink liquor, so yeah. And then we be putting 211s down, and you think like, oh, well, why would you drink 211 when you could just get a Camo Black Ice? Because the Black Ice is 12%, and it comes down to like quality versus quantity, and there's this weird gray area. On top of that, man, it's just 211. His old habits die hard. Anyways, most of you guys are kids, so you guys don't care. You guys probably don't want no 211s. If you guys post a link, please post what it is, because if I click that shit and I show it on Shredcast, or not Shredcast, NinjaCast, what are we going to call this? Because I don't want to just keep calling it Shredcast. It's not Shredcast. Raw East Coast. Oh, God, not this boring East Coast shit where y'all just do a bunch of wallies. Hold on, let me click it. Let me click and see. Let's see these wallies. This raw East Coast. Boring. Okay, this kid has no pop. And here we go. And he does a tiny little nose bonk. And he does it again. And he can skate. Oh, okay, this is good. I like this. I like that. I like that. I like what I just seen there. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I'm getting into this now. Okay, I hate when they do that. I hate when it flips out like that. That's awful. It bounced off the ground. See, when I watch this, I feel like I'm watching a little kid. Because there's little kids that have, like, grown stees, and then there's little kids that have little kid stees. And right now, I'm seeing a lot of little kid stees. And, see, like right there. Only a little kid can pivot out of stairs like that. Okay, that was dope. That was super cool. I like that one. What is Etnies making a comeback or something? Because I swear I didn't hear the word Etnies spoken for like two years, and now suddenly you got this. We just watched the Etnies part. This dude's wearing Etnies shoes. Oh man. Goonbee says, when I come to Texas, make sure I visit Dallas. I'm visiting Dallas, but I'm only going to be there for like an hour. I'm going from there to hang out with Major Crew, and Major Crew is in like Edinburgh, which is way way south. And it's crazy because I got some chicks out there that I know, but these chicks are in like, I don't know where they are. I can't ever think of these things. She said she was 2 hours away from Dallas, but then she said she was like 5 hours away from Edinburgh. So who knows where she is? She's like, yeah, I want to get some girls together and we're just gonna party. And I was like, man, I already got, some shit lined up. I don't need you to help me get girls. She's like, no, I'm going to get some bad bitches. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, then maybe, I'm going to try to get her to come out to Edinburgh. Because if she got some friends, I'm going to need to say hello to these friends. Especially the fat ones. Whoa! I want to watch that again. What was my craziest bar story? Man, it's too many to think of. It's a crazy bar story like once a week. I'm not joking. It really is a crazy story about once a week. I can't think about it, man. It's too many stories coming to mind. Let me think. It's been a lot of like fights. Oh, here's a funny one. I can't think of what it was. Fuck, I can't think. It was right down the street from my house, and this motherfucker bent down. Okay, I can't think exactly what it was, but this dude bent down. He bent down to like pick up like some change off the ground or something, and I didn't see him because I was facing this way. So somebody like pushed me or shoved me, so I backed up, and my butt landed on his face. My butt landed on his face, like, because he's bending down doing who knows what. So I just barely backed up. It was kind of a packed bar, and my butt landed in his face. And he got all mad. His friends are all talking shit to him, so he feels like embarrassed, but then he tries to take it out on me. Like, dude, what's your fucking problem? I'm like, man, what are you doing down there? All I did was take a step back. You're over here, like, sniffing butts, motherfucker. And then I think he wanted to fight, but his friends wouldn't let him fight. And it would have been a mistake for them anyways, man. I don't usually go to the bar, like, just by myself. It's usually a couple people, so. Phew, that would be a cold day if you want to fight me at a bar. Yeah, most of the funny bar stories are mainly just, like, me doing something dumb. Me doing something dumb and drunk. Or whatever. And so, some of them I don't really want to tell you guys about. 'Cause some of them are like, oh, fuck. I don't want to go to jail over this shit. Man, I can't. I'm glad this part's over, man. Let's watch something else. Oh, my back hurts, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Bastion's part's crazy. You know what? Good looks. Good looks. Hold on. I'll just type it in, Bastion. If you guys haven't seen, Bastion came out with this lost part. It's this guy named French Fred, I think his name is. I think that's his name. French Fred. Right? I don't know what his name is. If anybody knows, let me know in the chat. He filmed all the stuff for, like, Sorry and stuff. And Bastion came out with this part that ended up being pretty dope. But my internet's going to be so slow. Come on, man. Let's go. Oh, you know what? No, I think this is the footage from in between. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. Boom! Sometimes you be doing that. You be falling on a trick when you know you should have landed it. You just gotta lay there for a little while. I always hear a lot of negative things about Bastion's attitude, but I don't know, man. Chaz Ortiz kicks it with him a lot, and my buddy Andre kicks it with him a lot. I never met him, and apparently he's a cool dude. So I don't know what all this attitude shit is. You know what it is, though? I've seen him like act real cocky when he's competing, but then it's like that's. To me, that's part of competition. I don't know. That's just me. It's part of competition to sort of maybe not get in somebody's head, but you got to be hyped on yourself because nobody wants to go into a competition thinking like, oh, man, I'm not going to do that good. You want to go into a competition like I'm the shit. Don't let these motherfuckers phase me. And when I land a trick, you know, I'm giving myself props. And there was one competition I watched, and it wasn't in America, where he landed a bunch of dope tricks, and he was just really giving himself props. And I don't know, it just kind of overboard. Because it was like, look, bro, you killed the competition. You're not even against pros right now. It was just like an open event. I don't know. Can't find you in Facebook. Okay, just type in black and then ninja, and then I'm there. Shit. Yeah, Bastion gets a lot of hate, but he's sort of like changing his. He sort of changed his. I don't know what people think about him. People have a different perception of him now than they did 5 years ago, because he was like kind of hated. He was almost like a Sheckler style hate, not for the same reasons, but you know what I mean. And then it all changed, just gradually. I guess he kind of fell off for a while and came back, sort of reinvented himself. do I skate competitions. I did when I was younger. It stopped being fun when I got older because I don't know, the way that they ran the competitions was like, you know, you're going to be in a heat with 5 people. It's some random fucking dude who's going to judge you that really doesn't know shit about skating. I wish a few years ago I would have done a how-to do good in skate contests, because a lot of it, and I'm not bullshitting you guys, okay? You can think it's cheap or whatever, but a lot of my strategy for winning these skate contests, and you can think it's cold, you can think it's dirty or whatever, because I was a dirty motherfucker and I still am, was getting to know the judges. So before the contest would start, I'd go get to know them. I would talk to them about whatever, you know, if the judge looked like if the judge looked like he was a fan of like music, or if he had a music shirt, I'd talk to him and bullshit. And it's not necessarily hustling, it's really just making a new friend. But it's kind of like, now that the judge knows you, you know what I mean, and knows your name, when they go to write down on their checklist, like, oh shit, this guy did a really dope trick, they don't have to look for your number, they don't have to look for it, you get the points right away. And that's one of the benefits, man, of being like a nice person to everybody. And you think you go into these contests and you don't talk to nobody and you make a fucking dick of yourself and you wonder why you got second when like the nice happy guy got first. It's because, look, man, these judges are only human, and they're not necessarily going to judge you on the trick. They're going to oftentimes just judge you on, you know, whatever they feel like. That was dope. Nollie Hill front board. I don't know. Yeah, that's something I used to do. I used to get to know all the judges, and right now I make it sound like really fucked up. It wasn't necessarily as fucked up as I make it sound, but it was just kind of like, yeah, man, these guys are going to be cool dudes. They like skateboarding. They came here to judge, not to skate, so might as well go say hi to them. And that shit, like, adds up, because I won a lot of contests I shouldn't have won. I have probably 30 trophies in the room. Got a lot of trophies. But at this point, man, competing just doesn't seem fun anymore. I don't want to compete against kids. Number one, I don't want to have it be me against a little kid, because I know that these little kids' points exist. Okay, I know little kid points exist because I see people on my fucking YouTube talking about, oh, this kid is so good. Like, no, this kid is awful. Well, he's good for an 8-year-old. There's no such thing as being good for an 8-year-old. You're either good or you're not good. Well, there's no good for 8-year-olds. And I don't like this shit. Well, she's good for a girl. Why do y'all get these little cop-outs? Why does everybody get a cop-out? He's good for a girl. Then guess what? I'm good for someone whose birthday is on an even day, who's white, has one broken toenail, and has his own company with Ninja stickers. I'm good for that guy. For people who all fit that criteria. Why do you have to put everybody and lump them in this weird criteria? Like, oh shit, I'm good for having a ponytail and one arm, and I had one ACL surgery and my ankle hurts sometimes, and I'm allergic to peanut butter. I'm good for people who all fit that criteria. No, you're either good or you're not good. I don't know, man. I had this talk with who was it? Oh, I can't think of who it was. I probably shouldn't name the names anyways. It was somebody who was... Yeah, I know who it is. I can't name the name. It was somebody, it's a team manager of a really up there, a top 10 skate company, okay? Team manager. The guy who fucking does all this shit. He said, he's like, bro, I get sick of these fucking, you know, dads and shit giving me sponsor tapes of their 5-year-olds talking about how they did an early grab 180 and how fast they're learning, and sending me letters and shit. Because you know it's the dads always trying to get the kids on. If you've been around skating, especially over here in Cali, there's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of dads trying to get their kids sponsored. And their kids are just kids. Kids can't even fucking do anything. And I guess he told me the story. The dad came up telling him, like, oh yeah, my kid's 4. He's really good. He's winning all these Grom contests. He's winning all the contests made for little kids. And he's one of the best little kids out there. And my buddy told me, he's like, I looked at that dad and I was like, you know what 4-year-olds do? They shit in their pants. That's what 4-year-olds do. They spend each day shitting in their pants. And then that was the end of the conversation. And you think like, oh, he was just being a dick, like trying to be funny. He's not being a dick trying to be funny. There's a lot more into that statement than you would think. Like if you really think about it, these kids are shitting in their pants. Let's say he was the best 4-year-old of all time. He's still shitting in his pants. You think he could handle the type of pressure that would come along with being a professional skateboarder when he can't even handle pooping in a toilet? I don't know. And there's a lot more. You could take that argument to the moon with the reasons why there's no reason to give these Groms too much credit. Like, oh, he's 4. He's good for a 4-year-old. Like, oh man, he's so good since he's the best Sagittarius skateboarder I've ever seen. Like, what? Now we're basing how good you are off what month you were born? Why do we need all this shit in skateboarding? Isn't there enough shit to judge you on in skateboarding? You already got people like me. Okay, and I'm kind of going against myself. I'm gonna burn myself right here. You got people like me already burning and fucking flaming on skaters because of the pants they wear. Do we really need to be flaming on them about their age too? Like, Jesus, bro. I don't know how we got to talking about that. I don't know how we got to that topic at all. Maxter15 said I should stream video games. I would stream video games, but it's hard to do. The way my desk is set up, you guys can't see it. I got to give you guys a tour of my room one of these days. My gaming shit is over here. When I was in the other room over there, I would have it different, but I don't know. Big Booty Hard Flips says, would you ever own a truck company? No, trucks are kind of expensive. A lot of the trucks get milled out of steel and metal, and there's a lot that goes on with that. The milling process. You need a lot of shit. Unless you're going to outsource it, and if you're outsourcing it, you're just going to get a shitty product. But if you have a company that's really milling it, plus the truck companies, they don't quote me on this, but I spoke to somebody about it one day. They have to lease out the ability to use certain types of metal because all metals, all different types of metals, I don't mean like steel. I mean like there's like 100 different types of steel. They all have different sort of formulas. And for a truck company to use that steel, I think they have to like lease out the patent, or they have to get like some sort of rights to use it. So a lot of truck companies are using different types of steel. I don't know. It gets all crazy. It's like, bro, that's too much going on for me. You know what I mean? If I would have had a background in working with steel on like a construction site, which I should have done, then, you know, it'd be different. But there's just too much, because you guys know as well as I do, I don't put out a product unless it's quality. 89831 says, did I skate with Chris Chan? Yeah, I skated with Chris Chan a couple times, a couple days, and it was fun. He's really good. I don't really follow his YouTube that much, and I didn't really follow him in Battle at the Barracks, but he was a real good skateboarder. He had a lot of pop, which I don't know if that's well known, but that's one of the things that really stood out about him to me, is he had some gnarly pop. He could jump high. That boy could jump high. And he also, man, he was killing it switch. Because I heard about him, okay? And I was just like, oh, he's just another YouTuber. Because I didn't subscribe to him. So I was like, oh, he's just another YouTuber. So I was thinking, like, Chris Chan he's probably just like a Josh Katz or something like that. No, man. Chris Chan is a fucking really talented skateboarder. Are you still practicing your pop by skating over your flat bar? No, I'm actually not skating at all. Today marks the 7th day in a row I have not skated, and my back still hurts. So all I want to do is be healthy for this Texas trip. This trip to Texas. Somebody says you can't do 360 inward heels without a lot of pop. You can. You can. I know somebody that does. Oh, fuck. Y'all, you guys know who I'm talking about, too. Anyways. We'll answer a few more questions, maybe watch one more part, and then let's want to call it a day, because I got to be at this jail in about an hour. So, and I'm not going to have nowhere to park. They put the jail directly, the way Las Vegas is, they put the jail directly at the end of downtown, which it's kind of cool, because if you go to jail and you're downtown, they just drive you a block and book you there. So it's kind of cool. And then when you get out of jail, you can go get like a $2 beer. I know when I got out of jail, I went and got some food at a Subway, and then I went straight to the bus station because I didn't have a car. So the bus station's right there too. It was sick. Our jail is dope. Not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's probably some awful jails out there, but this jail was dope. What do I want to watch here? What did my friend do to get arrested? He didn't do nothing. He's a career criminal. Yeah. Don't tell the judge I said that, but that's what happens. What didn't he do to get arrested? He did a little bit of everything. I think his most recent charge is, I think he has a paraphernalia charge and a purse snatching charge. He has a, probation violation. Probably missed a court date. I know he missed drug court. Who knows what he did? Who knows what else? I don't know. Who knows? Stories about jail. I got one cool jail story because I only got booked one time. I went to jail a bunch of times, but I only got booked once. All the other times, they just fuck with me. I go in there, and they put me in the first holding cell. Or no, actually, I'm lying. I'm in the middle of the line, so they put somebody in the first holding cell. They group you out. So they put the first couple guys in this holding cell, and then they walk us over to the next one, and then there's a fight that happens in that one. Like I'm explaining this all fucked up. He put these other guys in. And then we start walking, and we only make it about 5 steps, and you can hear a fight. You can hear yelling in a fight. So we come back, like they're like everybody against the wall. So we all get against the wall, and he goes back to handle whatever fight's going on. And then I was looking at him, man. It was these 2 black dudes fighting, and he's like, "Man, I just wanted to use the phone," and this motherfucker said I couldn't use the phone, so I beat his ass, and I'm just like, "Oh shit!" It was 2 black dudes, and then the other dude was like, "Man, fuck you," and he's like, "This is the best quote because." You guys might not get it, but think about it. I'm in jail, and I just watched these 2 dudes just fight, and it was so dope. And then he goes, "You bum-ass nigga." And it was an actual bum. It was an actual homeless man, like just laying there. Like he fell asleep on the phone and then like bitched at the dude over the phone. Whatever. You know what? I told the story fucked up, but it's really a funny story. It's a funny memory. It's a funny memory. Anyways. I fucking killed the story. Sorry, guys. Usually I'm a good storyteller, but that was fucked up. Anyway, yeah, he just called him a bum-ass nigga, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. I started laughing. Oh, by the way, when I got out of jail, they fucked with me. They kind of scared me a little bit. When I got out with like maybe 6 people. They all took us out at the same time. So they give you all your paperwork, and they give you all your property back. And then he's like, "Y'all had fun?" And I was like, "It was cool." And he looked at me, and he was calling me by my last name. Well, let's just for the sake of the story, say he was calling me Ninja. He goes, I was like, "Yeah, it was cool, man." And they didn't like sarcasm. He's like, "Oh, you had fun? You had fun? Well, you can go back in there." And I was like, "Well, I wouldn't mind one more turn on the roller coaster." And then he's like, "Oh, roller coaster, huh? You think you're funny? We can send you back." And I was like, "I don't want to go back, man, but that roller coaster was fun." I just kept like getting him. And I think he wanted to laugh. He was one of the little COs there or whatever. I think he wanted to laugh, but you think about it, man. You're like a fucking not a corrections officer, but the jail officer. They can't laugh on a job. So, but I think he wanted to laugh because if he was really mad, he probably could have sent me back in there, motherfucker. Why did this video stop? I stopped it. All right, this guy keeps asking me, what do I think of all-terrain and electric skateboards? I don't know what that is. So that's why I haven't answered it. I don't know what it is, and I don't care what it is. It sounds dumb. Sounds stupid to me. Tazzy says, what do you do to get over fear of a trick or a gap? I do weird shit. I get weird. But I do a lot of this shit where it's like, if I'm real scared, I'll be like, all right, 3 more roll-ups, and if I don't do it, I'm a bitch. 3 more roll-ups. If I don't do it, then I'm just like, okay, well, I'm a bitch. 3 more roll-ups. If I don't do it, I'll suck a dick. Obviously, I'm not going to suck a dick, but you say that shit because now there's people watching. So, I mean, if you fucking say that you're going to suck a dick and then you roll up to the gap and you don't do it, you just made yourself look like a fucking dick sucker, I guess. For lack of a better word. You just made yourself look like a dick sucker. I used to do this shit when I was a kid. When I was younger, I did this shit where if I was scared of a rail, and I wouldn't try it, I would do the same thing. I'd be like, 3 more tries. If I don't try it, one of you gets to slap me in the face. And they would. My friends are not like these Andy Schrock friends. They would slap the fuck out of you. To the point where you say, you know what, I'm trying this trick because it ain't going to be nothing much worse than getting slapped like that. If I nut this rail, it's going to be about the same pain as getting slapped. So I might as well, hit it guts or glory style. We used to do that a lot, man. I've been slapped in the face by this dude, Bobby Meter, a lot. And that would always work, pretty much. And then I do this other shit where it was this one time this shit just worked for me. Skating's all mental, and you guys know this as well as I do. I was so scared to do a trick. That was crazy. What the fuck? I was so scared to do a trick that I guess it wasn't that I was necessarily scared. I was distracted. I was at a spot where everything just seemed to distract me. Whether it be a plane going by or a fucking horn going off or a car alarm or somebody walking by. It was just like everything was just like, ugh. So what I would do is, man, right before I tried the trick, this was actually at Carlsbad High School. Right before I tried the trick, I'd be like, all right, I need you guys to distract me because I know you guys are there. So if you guys distract me so much to where nothing else can, it's cool. So right before I go, just fucking wave your arms and scream. And what it would do is like they would distract me, but I knew they were there. I knew that was coming. So any other distraction would block that shit out. It was like their distraction would override all these other distractions. Which I never used that technique ever again, but it worked for me there because I nose slid like a fucking 25 stare. I nose slid this, boy, I nose slid the biggest motherfucking ledge ever. And the footage came out so dark you could barely see it, but this shit was huge. It was like a 5 flat 5 flat 5 flat 6 or something. And I wish I had the footage. I guess I'm just a liar. I'm just a goddamn liar because I don't have the footage. Keep spamming this shit, you're going to get kicked out. Actually, you just got kicked out. Too late. Oh, it won't even let me click you. I can't even click the names. I can't even kick you out. Fuck! Somebody kick this fucking kid out! Alright, next episode we're gonna have admins. And we're gonna have these admins and they're gonna be kicking people out. 23-7-31, here we go. 23-7-31. I can't even get to his ass. I can't even kick his ass out. They got this shit all fucked up. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Yeah, I feel like this went pretty well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to invite your friends next time. By the way, somebody in the chat, let me know how many people are watching, because it won't let me know. They updated Ustream and this shit is all fucked up now. And remember, we do this every Thursday at 5 o'clock Pacific time. On top of that, guys, I don't know what it is about my followers being fucking retarded, but for some reason these people cannot figure out what 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time means. It's like it's in Spanish. Like they read that shit and it's almost like they just read something in Spanish. If you go right now, you know what? We're going to go to it right now. We're going to go to it right now. I'm going to go to my video manager right motherfucking now and show you. I'm going to show you why these fucking people piss me off sometimes. This is why you fucking people piss me off. Not you people, but some people. When is it on? Okay, well, let's watch the video. Oh, shit! Whoa! When could it possibly be on? Then you read the comment. First comment. When is it on? Oh, I don't know! It's a mystery! He said, who knows? And then this kid said, seriously? This kid said, seriously. And then, hold on, there's another reply. It won't show this. The kid deleted his comment. This kid made another comment. This kid said, seriously? And then he deleted his comment. But he put another comment. He's like, I went to shredcast.com and it wasn't on. So fuck you. I don't know, man. I don't get these people. And then this kid. You get this kid. No Shredcast. What the fuck? I can't find the page neither. I'm so frustrated. The fuck is wrong with you people? I don't understand you people. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to watch this on YouTube and share the YouTube link with your friends. It will be uploaded. You know what? I'm going to upload it in a few minutes. This should be up by 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. And thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope I can entertain you guys. If you guys have something I can do that would make this more entertaining, let me know either in a Facebook message or in a comment below if you're watching this on YouTube. Aside from that, guys, Kuna Matata, bitches.